And I'm here today to announce a brand new plan to deliver more opportunity, more security, more fairness, and more prosperity to black communities.
Bill de Blasio is doing everything in his power to win the Worst Mayor of America award. Donald Trump unveils his new plan to help the black communities. Meanwhile, the New York Times obtains his tax returns. And Ilhan Omar actually does something good for the United States. She sheds light on the massive voting fraud that is plaguing the nation. Let's get into it. The Donald has laid out some interesting plans this weekend. Called the Platinum Plan, Donald Trump has vowed $500 billion federal dollars to go and help the black communities. In addition, he has vowed to deem the KKK as a terrorist organization and deem lynching a hate crime. He had to add, however, and I agree with this, Antifa. Antifa will be deemed a terrorist organization along with the KKK, as it should. They're both radicals on the same spectrum, one on the left and one on the right. Same, but different. The plan is expected to create 500,000 new black-owned businesses and 3 million jobs. But Orange Man bad! And while we're on the subject of Orange Man bad, a bombshell report came out showing that Donald Trump hasn't paid federal taxes in years. It's the whole big media whoops going on about it. It's trending on Twitter, and I don't get why. He admitted to this during a debate with Hillary Clinton. She said, "Oh, you haven't paid taxes in years." And he said, "Yeah, and that makes me smart." Look, check it out.
Maybe he doesn't want the American people, all of you watching tonight, to know that he's paid nothing in federal taxes, because the only years that anybody's ever seen were a couple of years when he had to turn them over to state authorities when he was trying to get a casino license, and they showed he didn't pay any federal income tax. So
that makes
if
me
he's
smart.
paid zero...
Again, Trump may be an asshole, but he is smart, and we all knew this. So, my opinion, not newsworthy. Next. In New York, Bill de Blasio is taking the cake as worst mayor in America. He has delayed the school openings twice now, and one time he did it on the night before. Imagine, you make this whole plan, you're going back to work, and the day before, de Blasio says, no work for you, you gotta stay home and take care of your kid. In order to open the schools properly, de Blasio and the city need to hire thousands of teachers. How is that coming? They won't say. In fact, the school system has lost so much faith in de Blasio that the principals around the city have voted for the state to take over. When you intervene in order for Andrew Cuomo to take over responsibilities, that's when you know things are bad. That's when you know things are bad. And now, for our last story of the day, voter fraud. Over the weekend, CNN published this. FBI totally shuts down Trump's voter fraud conspiracy. You can always count on CNN delivering you the fake news. One day after CNN published, FBI totally shuts down Trump's voter fraud conspiracy, Project Veritas, an undercover journalist organization, uncovered a massive, systematic voter fraud scheme in Minnesota, allegedly headed by the squad's second darling, Ilhan Omar. It is alleged that Ilhan Omar's staffer, Ali Isi Ghani, I'm not pronouncing it right, so we're going to refer to him as Ali, is in charge of this whole system. The system includes ballot harvesting, ballot stealing, and allowing people to vote who are not residents of Minnesota. So let's start with the harvesting. Project Veritas released a video showing Liban Mohammed, one of Ilhan Omar's foot soldiers, bragging about how many ballots he harvested and saying that unless you got money, you ain't winning a campaign.
It's everything. Money is the key in this world. If you ain't got money, you should not be here, period. You know what I'm saying? Lacag is everything. Campaign lacag baa wata. $200 iyo $100 oo waxa la ayada iyo awowga iyo aad ka soo qaadeen. You cannot campaign that. You gotta have an investment to campaign. You gotta have a fundraisers. You gotta have waxa la yiraahdo. You gotta have the whole team. Numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. Wajida gaariyaygu waa buuxa. Waxaas waa absent ballot salka yaala. Soo ma jeedin. Fiiri. Waxaas oo dhan soo ma jeedin. Waa buuxa gaariyaygu. Waa buuxa yaala. Waxaas kullu waa Jamaal Cusmaan way. Fiiri. 300 clear maanta soo dhacday oo Jamaal Cusmaan. Yeah.
And Liban is just one of many soldiers. So let me clarify what this guy Liban is doing. He's going around to the elder Somali community, claiming to help them fill out the ballots and filling out as he sees fit and then delivering them. In his video, he claimed to have over 300 of them. Nice. Jamal Osman, along with 2 other Minnesota politicians who have recently been elected, are allegedly part of Ilhan Omar's clan.
Not right that there's, corruption. It's pretty much an alliance between clans and the progressive left in the city of Minneapolis. Because you have a specific family, which Abdi Wassameh, Mahmoud Noor, Ilhan, Jamal Usman, who just got re-elected, or should I say elected for City Ward 6, all are in the same cousin of family. Like it's clan oriented.
Osman was elected to the Minneapolis City Council, and if you may remember, it's the same council who voted to dismantle the police. These people are crazy. The second part of the scheme is literally taking the ballots or buying the vote. Check it out.
The person who's working in Ilhan's campaign is the one who's managing the voting place. They bring them, they line them, they put the open ballots in there, and then they take them in and say, here. And the people mark. How's that working? They have perfected this system. This is what they do. They will tell you, we are applying for your ballot. They take a picture of your social security and your driver's license. They have a database. When the ballot comes, they track it. Sometimes they make fake emails. We track the ballot. Then they come and pick up the ballot.
Wow. So they
unopened. At the end of this street,
yes,
there's 3 towers called One Towers.
Okay.
And it's all seniors, and they took every ballot.
Every ballot. They just take them from them.
Every single ballot. They knock on the door and say, your ballots come, give it to me, give it to me.
They don't even pay them for it. They just take it.
No. And the ones that didn't vote on ballots, the young people and the women and stuff, they were paying cash. They were carrying bags of money the last 1 week here to drive people. And when you vote and they mark you off, then you get in the van, they give you a cash. The money was brought by Ali Ghani. Ali Ghani is the campaign chair of Ilhan. He's a staffer in her office.
Ali
Ghani was coordinating everything.
And last, we have the outsider vote. Minnesota is allowing people to come in, live for 30 days, and register to vote. Apparently, they are seeing hundreds and hundreds of Somali people lining up every day to vote. Somali people who are not recognized by the local community.
Of people have come that do not live here. And then they're saying that it's only 30 days they have to live here. These people are collecting benefits elsewhere, housing elsewhere, living in other places. And the DFL knows everything. They just want the numbers. Truck drivers are coming, getting temporary addresses. There needs to be a database of where are these people coming from. They don't live in Minnesota. We don't have hundreds of Somalis lining up every day for balloting.
No.
Where are they coming from? And as soon as this election is done, the people will go back to their normal lives.
It doesn't matter. It's over.
It's over. They're accepting temporary addresses. They're accepting all kind of shenanigans. People are showing an ID. I moved 30 days ago. My ID has not come back. Okay, just give us the last 4 of your social and tell us the address. And then somebody else will say, yeah, the same people who are helping them vote are saying, yeah, I can vouch for this
That's
address.
it. The vouch thing. I saw that. They're vouching now.
Or they can have someone vouch for them that lives in the same ward and precinct.
That's what I'm talking about, the person vouching for them. Now, where do I find out who vouched for these people, these 8 people that live in one house?
You know that those people were vouched for.
There's no way 8 people live in that one house. That's a little tiny.
If these allegations are true, it seems to me like Ilhan Omar was right. There is a systematic problem in the United States, and we must fix it. And we gotta start by throwing her in jail for creating this systematic, fraudulent voting system. While we wait on confirmation about this story of voter fraud, why don't we take a look at other confirmed ones? In Pennsylvania, 9 military votes were found discarded. 7 of the votes were for Trump. 2 of the votes were for unknown. This is a clear example on, even at the smallest level, one disgruntled employee can invalidate any number of votes, which is why in-person voting is safer. CNN, fake news extraordinaire, published this headline. Local officials say 9 Pennsylvania ballots were discarded due to an error, undercutting Trump's claims of intentional fraud. Oh, an error, you say? So the ballots had a mistake and the people threw them out and got new ones? An error, that's what I assume you mean? No. The error they talk about is an employee deliberately taking the votes to the trash. And then they claim that the employee was fired. And this shows that the system is sturdy and there's no fraud. Pennsylvania also has the naked ballot issue. And no, it's not as interesting as it sounds. When you get a mail-in ballot, the envelope has another envelope inside. If you return the mail-in ballot without the envelope inside, the envelope used for secrecy, then your ballot is considered naked. If it's naked, then it's invalidated. During the primaries in Pennsylvania, over 500,000 votes were invalidated because they were naked. How many votes do you think are going to be invalidated during the general election? 2 million? 1 million? Pennsylvania is a swing state that Trump won by 40,000 votes. We can't have this. We need to vote in person, clearly. In California, over 100,000 mail-in ballots were rejected due to mistakes. 27,000 of which were rejected because the signatures didn't match previous records. Unbelievable. So when I hear that mail-in ballots are as safe as in-person voting, I'm perplexed. The examples of fraud are clear and numerous. What more do you need? We've never done a massive mail-in voting election, so we don't have evidence of massive mail-in fraud. But there's a thing called prevention. Let's prevent it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's not open the possibility to it. What do you think? Is the Project Veritas reporting legitimate? Should we be cool with massive mail-in voting? Comment down below. Like, subscribe. Ginger out.